What's good? We're back, people. We got Tony, my co-host, in the house. He's just getting himself prepped. I believe he's over there taking a couple dabs, and he's also got a little Chick-fil-A situation going, which is going to parlay me right into a fresh story, fellas. It was the girl's birthday.
What's up, boys?
It was the lady's birthday. Tony, good to have you, man. It was my girlfriend's birthday a couple weeks ago. I took her to a fancy restaurant, dude.
Yeah?
Walking distance from the house. That's not the reason why I did it, but that's a nice perk, you know? And we walked through the garden. We went to this place. This was, I had to take out a small car loan to pay for this bill.
Really?
And within hours, I had food poisoning. And the reason I say this is because you're eating Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Chipotle. They have never done me dirty. I have never just had food poisoning, been sick. So it's like, what am I paying for at this place, dude? Also, I don't like menus where I have to Google what the hell the item is. We went to an Italian restaurant recently. It's like, put it in American. Put it in layman's terms for your boy.
Get a little pasta fagioli.
Right, and I know the basics, but as soon as everything's Italian, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
You ever see the movie Kicking and Screaming?
It's been a long time.
Give the ball to the Italians.
Give the ball to the Italians.
Mike Ditko's in that movie.
So how much did you...
Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
And that's also Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the lead.
That is Will. I mean, that's all Will Ferrell. If you're going headphones.
How much did you pay for this meal?
If we're talking numbers, I'll put it straight for you. It was just a shy of $2 bills. So it's not.
Listen, $200?
Don't fucking look at me like that.
Oh my God!
No,
I'm not.
Trust fund,
I'm not. I don't have a trust fund. I'm just good at spending money. You know.
I'm good. I spent it.
Yeah.
I
200's a little. 200 is like it's high.
Spending it is the easy part.
You said get food poisoning. That sucks.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was on the toilet immediately after.
That's awful. And what did you eat?
It was all, dude. Everything was like raw tuna.
Go ahead and drop the name of the
I'm
restaurant.
not going to drop the establishment.
Fuck this place.
And the reason why I'm not going to drop the establishment is because they aren't close to my house and they let me use their dumpster to get rid of large items.
Oh, okay.
And by let me, they haven't reported me.
Are they using the dumpster for other things? I don't know. Maybe like getting
you're
their
asking
fucking meat.
too many questions. Do you understand that the waste management? You understand this is mob ties.
Yeah.
So you don't want to ask too many questions about a dumpster.
You don't.
You leave it at that. If I say dumpster, you just no more questions.
No.
Understood?
I wonder why they always latched onto the dumpster.
Well, it's just
the dead bodies.
I mean, it makes sense. They're taking out the trash. Vinny, Frankie, feed them to the shops. We're going straight to the pier, straight to the harbor, take it down to the freights.
Taking out the trash.
Also, like, a trash man is one of those jobs that is, like, blatantly filthy, but, like, nothing but respect for those boys.
Yeah.
If my son told me he just got a job for the city as a trash man, I'd be like, son, this is a blue-collar boy. This is what I'm talking about.
I'd be a little concerned.
Really? What about if your son told you he's
I'd be
working
like, what's your girlfriend's name that smokes crystal meth? What trailer park are you moving into?
And that's her name. Her name's Crystal.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm going to be honest. For career day, when I was in kindergarten, I went as a trash man.
Let's pause for a second.
Okay.
That's a little early for career day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had career day, and it was like you dressed up as what you wanted to be. And every kid was like a cowboy, an astronaut, a baseball player. And I was like, I want to be a trash man, Mom. That's what I think. Trash trucks are dope.
Now instead of career day, it's just sex day. They get to come. They get if they want to be a male or female.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to set your, expectations low. You know?
Trash. Again, I don't think you guys have put enough respect on the trash man.
Listen, I looked at it. They make pretty good money. They make good money.
Also, mine take it
benefits.
I'm gonna say mine take it serious. My neighborhood trash man has refused my. Come to find out, one of these recycling bins is for compost. I didn't know.
What?
Yeah, so I put a bunch of bottles and glass in there. They didn't take it.
Hell, we don't do that in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, you guys feed it all to the gators.
Oh, okay, let's go.
I don't know. Look, Florida has its own reputation. I don't
it
need
does.
to sit here and shit
it
on
does.
But
this one looks.
Yeah, like my nephew is like obsessed with garbage trucks and garbage men, and they'll do the beep beep. Like he used to come outside.
There's a medical term for this.
And I'm just
just so you know.
Hey. And this just but I'm just like, one day I just want to burst the bubble, be like, man, these guys are losers, right?
You're wrong. What did you want to be when you were a kid? Like, what was the longest run of what you wanted to do? Or were you one of those kids that changed it every year? My brother wanted to do every single
I probably
year.
wanted to be a drug dealer for the longest time.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man. As a young kid, you don't want to be a firefighter?
Oh, no, I wanted to be in the Marines.
You wanted to be in the Marines.
Like I said, I'm 25% Marine.
What does that even mean?
I went to the recruiter twice.
You're like amphibious?
No, I went to the recruiter twice, so I'm 25%. I'm 25% certain.
You're telling me you're like a frog.
Well, no, and I got my friend to get in the Marines. So a part of me.
So hey, Brandon, moment of silence. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, it's a real
Yeah, if we
honor.
can cue the clap on that,
You're
right?
a fucking hero. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's
Thank you.
presidential.
Thank you. Man, I love the Air Force, or I love the Marine Corps so much. I hate the Air Force. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's up with that? You've said that multiple times.
I don't know what it is. We always used to, me and my friend Evan would just sit outside stores, and we would like see old guys coming up, and we'd be like, "How long did you serve in the Army?" And they're like, "How did you?" I had 8 years. We would just had such a good, and then like we would hit people if we saw a guy with like glasses, his shorts were a little pulled up.
That he's out there stealing valor.
No.
Yeah.
I never stole valor. No, but and he would like you'd see nerds walk up and be like, "Nice. How long did you serve in the Air Force for?"
Yeah.
And they're like 4 years.
Well, the Air Force, the problem is like they didn't take me.
Really?
I went into the Air Force and I'm like I scored too low. So what you're telling me is you don't want just blood hungry alpha males. They take the dorks and the hot chicks.
No, they do.
Yeah.
And we need the dorks and the hot chicks.
Absolutely. That's kind of what makes the world go. That's what make alpha males are what they are. Us meatheads. Look, I'm not an alpha male, but I'm definitely not a brainiac. I would consider myself maybe.
You're not a jarhead, but
I
you're
think
not.
as far as society goes, as far as me like giving back, I think I can do more for my fellow man with my body than my brain.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
It's good to realize stuff like that.
Give me a hammer. Give me.
You're like a slut. You're a whore. You're a military whore.
And just, I'm like the village bicycle. Everyone gets a ride.
Yeah. Village bicycle.
Everyone gets
That's a good
ride.
one.
And
Yeah, you're like a Lime scooter.
I'm a Lime scooter.
$2.
I'm a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Than the Lime
a little
scooter.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Also, I'm a little safer
True.
than the Lime scooter.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the Lime scooter is something that has been a theme on this pod because I'm
Really?
I'm about 400 days without an incident. That's a fake number, but what I'm getting at is so many people have eaten shit. Me and Brandon know 3 people personally that have fucked up their faces.
I know his girlfriend did bad.
Yeah, real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not permanent. Like, wait, what did she?
I mean,
I remember her
She
going
has
down.
a fake tooth in her front mouth that is like
crazy.
A fake tooth, and she has like a big, like not a big scar, but like a scar on her nose. She got lucky that she healed the way she did, but we went to like a plastic surgeon and got like medical cream.
Yeah,
and stuff. It
well,
was bad.
the theme is face injuries.
Holy shit.
A guy we know who fucked up his face on those
I'll
scooters.
edit his name out.
And I get on those things quite tipsy, and your boy's a mongoose. I've had 2 incidences where the scooter went down, but I remained on my feet. I'm just saying, I'm good on the scoots.
When you fell, like what kind of accident was it? Did
I
you
was
hit some
going.
shit or?
I was going through an alleyway right behind the Comedy Mothership on 6th Street, and there's a little peg that's just like raised from the ground.
Yeah.
It's almost like there used to be a street sign there.
Fuck.
And the scooter just fucking hit it, and I ditched the scoot inches away from a homeless guy laying on the ground.
God.
And I said, "Are you okay?" And he told me to fuck off. And I said, "Honestly, fair."
Yeah.
He was sleeping. I woke his ass
You
up.
woke him up.
I felt so bad. There was a cop that saw this happen too. He giggled at me.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I like
Man,
the homeless-
people talk about that shit when they bust ass. I've never busted ass. But now that we fucking brought it up, I'm manifesting. It's going to happen now.
You look like a guy that would go down.
Dude, believe it or not, you saw that motorcycle I wheeled in?
Yeah.
I used to stand on the top of it and ride it.
It's pretty
Oh, like
slick.
Meek
Dude,
Mill?
kind of, yeah. I would pop wheelies.
Yeah,
I never
just
got too
picture
good
that
at wheelies.
scene from the movie Creed where the boys are just like riding through the streets of Philly, dude. It's just Tony just fucking shadow boxing.
Hey, there ain't a city in the Philly that I can't go.
Dude, when Meek got freed from jail and he got airdropped
my
into the arena
goodness
and he rang the
gracious.
bell. That was the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was living in Japan at the time. I was coming back to America soon. It was
Whatever happened to Meek?
He got free. He made amends with Drake.
Yeah.
He moved on from Nicki. I believe he lost a little weight. I think Meek is living the best life he can be living.
Probably got a little stock options going in.
Stock
Yeah.
options. He probably has something like he's probably got like he's probably like a spokesman for Visa or something like that. Like he's
Yeah.
something off market.
To get to the black community, to tell them to vote more or something.
Yeah.
Do their
yeah.
taxes. He's
And
with,
I
wanna
he's
say
with
that-
H&R Block.
Was that Trump's doing?
Trump freed ASAP Rocky.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know who rallied to get Meek Mill out was Robert Kraft,
Yes.
owner of the New England
Really?
Patriots. Yeah, dude, it was so funny. He's like,
Why?
listen, we had dinner once. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones.
He said that?
No.
It's an exact quote.
He owns a football team, dude.
Yeah, that's how, I mean, he's literally a modern day slave
runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you think about
Well,
it.
I think
that's how I think about Jerry Jones. He just seems like a plantation owner.
So racist.
Come on down to Jerry Land.
Yeah.
Just lined up with Spanish oaks. Like
It's all
Forrest
right,
Gump.
boy. We're going to take care of you here.
Yeah.
He's the only owner that's a GM too. So he's like, I want to do the transactions. I want to acquire and get rid of them.
He's
That's his
the
main
only
goal.
owner that's a practice squad quarterback, dude. He just wheels out there.
It was funny. There was a football coach in my high school, and one kid was talking to him about racism for some reason, and he was like, "I coach football. You think I see color?" And I was like, "I hope you do, because we got to have them boys. We got to be winning games."
I don't see nothing. I just hear the whistle.
Yeah.
He's
Of course, you don't see. Of course, you fucking see
I
color.
see green turf and white lines, boy. That's it. If you're out there, you're one of mine.
Exactly.
I do kind of like that
No,
mentality.
wait. Why did I say exactly?
But
No.
don't say hi to me at the grocery store, boy. That's great.
Man, we need to go to a Texas football game here.
Dude,
Oh,
high
that you
school
want to
one?
do?
We
Let's go.
gotta go.
I
Like
have
a
not.
high school.
I have, and I say this every season. I have to do it. I have not gone to a UT game, dude. I
Friday
can see
night.
the stadium
Oh.
from my backyard.
I was talking like Friday Night Light style.
I want to go to a. I,
wanna go to
I
a
drove-
high school game?
Let's go to a goddamn small town. It brings the whole community together. It's the
Yes.
type of town where people go to hang out at
Bo-
Walmart.
Go out to Beaumont.
Yeah,
something like
Beaumont,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, Friday Night Lights is. I rewatch that movie. It is a comedy, honestly. It's hilarious. The one drunk dad who's like
Booby
abusive.
Miles.
Dude, when Cam first got to Texas, he's like, I don't want to be like Booby Miles. I was like, who the fuck is Booby Miles?
He told me that too. That's so funny.
Yeah.
He busts his ankle on the big night.
Yeah. And, dude, there's this one abusive dad who's like
Yeah.
abusive towards his son,
Yeah.
and I couldn't help but laughing at every second of it.
I remember being mad that my dad wasn't like that. I was like, Dad, why aren't you pushing me towards greatness?
My dad had cerebral palsy, and he was kind of like that. But if
When you say had, does that mean he beat it?
no, he still has it. But,
Okay, good. I'm just
but
making
like,
sure.
my dad cared. Like
I don't know.
he caught it. You know,
One day ran out of the sticks like Forrest Gump.
Exactly, dude. Another
he
Gump
started
reference.
believing in God, and it cured him.
Hell yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't have the shakes no more.
if my dad, I look like my dad used to beat the shit out of me, but I could beat up my dad. But
I sometimes do an impression of my dad on stage. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
never.
It's a little
I've never made jokes about my dad, and I want to because it's like it's definitely shaped me as a person. But I don't know
Yeah,
how
I mean,
to.
I'm sure. Like, did you ever get like shit for it in
Yeah.
the schoolyard?
So this is funny. Let's talk about stolen valor. I used to
You said this. You've
yeah,
said this.
I
yes.
told kids that he served in Vietnam,
Yeah, that is very funny.
and it's crazy. I was like, I didn't realize that my dad had to have been like 75 at the time to be like in Vietnam.
My dad was in Vietnam.
I know because my friend Evan's dad was in Vietnam, and so I got obsessed with the Vietnam War because of Evan's dad.
Greatest soundtrack out of any war.
Oh my
Yeah.
dude!
Easily.
I literally will watch that opening scene to Full Metal Jacket where it's good goodbye my sweetheart.
Absolutely. When I came
Hello.
home from my last deployment, they
Yeah.
played Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. That's our soundtrack.
Oh my
We're
god!
losing the next war, dude.
By the
We're
way,
fucked.
hey, still kind of a banger.
Yeah,
I don't really care what
that
anyone
song
says.
used to bring tear to my eyes.
I'm going
Yeah.
to take
Like
when
my
Billy Ray
dude.
comes in.
Oh my god!
Yeah, man, that really changed the game. And then out of nowhere, like a bunch of rappers just started doing country raps.
Yeah.
I like that though.
I like a little mashup.
You've heard the Big X the Plug, the Texas song.
I love
Bitch,
that
I'm
song.
From Texas.
Yeah.
Dude.
Texas tea is what I drank,
Bro, after I have a
Yeah.
good set and hop in my car,
Yes.
I'm done bumping that.
Yes.
I'm in Austin, Texas,
Yeah,
bitch.
I'm a Texan now. Baby.
I used to
This is
call
my city.
Jolly every single Monday.
always keep your
when I
weapon.
would get like drunk and be like, I would just go, "Bitch, we in Austin, Texas,"
Yeah.
and hang up.
Yeah, yeah. It's called cultural appropriation.
Yeah. It's great.
No, I love it.
It's good for you. Builds character.
Dude, it's been real wild.
That's
you
the
know,
next
you know what I
t-shirt.
realized? I work at a comedy club, and Brandon, I don't know if you still do, but you've worked the door at a comedy club.
Yeah, I work at like 3 comedy clubs.
Now,
but
the
not
comedy
really.
club that you have worked the door at is a little different because I don't feel like that club. It's on the east side of Austin.
Yeah.
East Austin Comedy, great club.
Yeah.
If you're in that area, ever go catch
Book
a show.
me, please.
It's all- Me and Tony did a show there last night. It was amazing.
Oh, we did. What am I
Such a
saying?
fun new room.
And book me. You were just
I
on
just
there,
did. Yeah.
and I don't think there's a lot of riffraff. Is what I'm getting at. I don't think have you had to like kick people out or like.
No. Normally, like people it's such like a small room that
All right.
people see themselves out on their own accord. Like everyone in the room is like, we don't like you, and they're
Yeah.
like, all right, well, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And my the club that I work at is on the famous 6th Street here in Austin, which attracts crackheads, home. Let me just tell you about the night I had. I mean, like,
It is a beacon for that.
last night was just, dude, there was a guy walking down the street on fire.
Excuse me, what?
On fire?
On fire. And what's crazy is that
what was it, Richard Pryor?
No, dude. It was just at the same time, Jeff Dye, that comedian, walks by me. A cyber truck comes driving the wrong way on 6th Street, and a dude turns the corner on fire. And I'm like, this is the craziest fucking city.
Dude.
Is that real?
Yeah, this was last night. I'm not making this up, and I have no...
And somebody recently got shot outside that club.
Yeah, that's true. And I was so quick to get out of there that I didn't even follow up with the person on fire. I have no idea how it ended or how long it lasted or if it was a stunt.
I heard that he got a little burnt out.
How on fire was this guy?
Pretty on fire.
Like his back was on fire?
Like shoulders up was on fire. It was weird.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my
weird.
God. Like, you're so fire.
Yeah. Let's just, every time Tony talks,
Fire.
just pumping the laugh track. But yeah, dude, it's just been goblin fucking city. Like some of the people that like have, comedy is a art form where if you're good at schmoozing, that can be enough for you to get in front of a big crowd
if you're
on
not
a good
schmoozing,
show.
you're losing.
No, you shouldn't be schnoozing. You should be writing jokes and getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, schmooze a little bit.
Keep a balance, though. Don't be all schmoozed and then you lose. Dude, last night, like at the club, a dude ran the light. He was supposed to do 10 minutes. He did 18 minutes on a bomb, on a hard bomb.
Okay, wait.
What
was his skin color?
White.
Okay, all right.
At 10 minutes, he gets the light, and then he's like, or no, at 8, he gets the light. He gets flashed at 10, and he's like, all right, I'm going to finish with a story. It's a long one. And I'm like, you've already bombed. He did 18 minutes on a hard bomb. He's getting flash strobe lights in the back.
Name drop him.
I'm not going to. I don't even remember his name.
Name drop him. I'll edit it out. Or do you not know?
No. I don't remember. I'll figure it out.
It's fine.
But it's just been Goblin City, dude. Because like, there's no, and I've probably said this before, but like, think about music. There's no situation where if you were starting to do music that you might open up for Van Halen at a bar.
Never.
You know, but like here, there's a possibility that you might be on a show with Tony Hinchcliffe or Brian Simpson.
Yep.
And we have, but a lot of people fall through the cracks. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, and it's it consumes people. They get caught up in the why isn't this person getting booked? Why am I? You know, they get caught up in that.
Yeah, dude. Like when Cam Patterson is one of the most generous people.
So nice.
Who
I've seen him give at least $1,000 on the street so far.
For as successful as he is, like the amount of time he gives his fellow comics on stage and just like even just in the green room chilling. Like he's such a bro. He's such a cool guy. With that being said, when he has a show at Sunset, and I often help run the show, I host it. There's just a billion people that Cam is just like, they've been nice to him, and he's like, yo, come by for a spot. I'm like, dude, I have no idea who you are. Yeah, a bunch of seagulls just flocking me, and like that is it's because Austin is at like this surge, so all these people are here, and the weird delusion that a lot of people have is like, I've never done comedy, but I think I just need to go on Kill Tony and be discovered, and it's like so cringy and
it's
weird.
The worst.
They don't even have jokes. They're like, I'm just gonna go up there and talk, but I know I'm fine. I make my friends laugh.
Listen, I've done comedy for 5 years now. I went on that show the second time and bombed. So it's like, it's, you know, I mean, you can just
any given Sunday.
Yeah, you know.
That's what I'm saying. The people that are prepared, sometimes it doesn't go well. So
most of the time,
dude. Like, I mean, I don't know if you watched the arena show, but there were people in there that like the first girl that got pulled up. She's like, I don't have any jokes. I just have charisma, and she got booed immediately by like 8,000 people.
Yeah,
that's a little ridiculous.
It's like someone asked me yesterday. They were like, "Do you watch Kill Tony?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Why not?" And I was like, "I was never into it, but like now especially, like I know people who are going up there and bombing, and they're funny, and it's like even if they're not like the funniest comic, but I know that they actually care. I'm like, they've put so much time and effort into this, and they're getting their dreams crushed.
I won't hold it against them. I see my buddies bombing there too, and I don't give like it doesn't mean anything to me.
No, exactly.
I've heard Bill Burr go off on that show talking about you can't be funny in a minute.
Yeah, I mean it's a good show for the people that go up there and bomb and stuff, and he's really funny on the interviews. It is a great and entertaining show, but like sometimes if you're an established not established, but if you're a comic that is like grinding 7 days a week, getting on stage, getting after it, you can go up and things cannot. It also depends on what mood he's in sometimes. Like, you know, like you could have a good set and then he just calls you gay for 8 minutes and you leave and people
He came at my ass that one time.
Yeah, so And then but it's also made careers.
It has.
You know, it's put people on the fucking map.
I've got my
Kim,
first
Rick Diaz,
feature
Cam
weekend from it.
Patterson. You got a feature weekend with Adam Ray.
Yeah.
Things can come from it.
Yeah.
But I'm tired. We had a kick out. Like, there's a couple homeless comics on the scene now, and there's one in particular. And I'm not doing names today. We can do all this after. But there's
I'm not
one,
doing the names.
You're not talking about Dragon Ball do-rag guy with the crazy do-rag?
Which
that
one,
homeless guy,
dude?
The
Which-
white Mac, the ghost of Mac Miller?
Oh, yes. I love that guy.
Dude.
You know what I'm talking about.
I love him.
Yeah.
How does he keep those shorts on his fucking waist? Those are
God.
the longest basketball shorts I've ever seen in my life.
God is holding them things up.
Yeah,
They
he just
have
wears
to
the
be.
Adam Sandler fit every day.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane. And then he's Malibu's most wanted. But there's a different one that
Yeah.
has got banned from all the clubs from fighting. So the club owners talk. So it got to our club. We're like, yo, we can't let this guy in.
God, I hope it's not the guy I'm thinking of.
I'm sure it is,
It's
dude.
Tony's best friend. He's staying on his couch right now.
No, he's under the bridge, unfortunately. But that's the thing. Like, homeless people will start coming to open mics for shelter. And, like, you got to pay attention to that. Like, it is like we've had to, like, you can't fall asleep in
That's
the back of
crazy.
the
I
club.
never even thought of that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, every green room's got snacks and water. You know, it's you get on shows, you get fed, you get a place to chill for 2 hours. You're inside.
I mean, some of the clubs are kind of like my second home.
No, for real. I spend more time at comedy clubs than I do in my bed.
Yeah.
Every single night, yeah.
Certainly.
We're out of here.
I mean, that's what everything is. Like, it was school, then your job. This is what I call my third life. I've thought about this. This is something I heard Joey Diaz talk about because, like, he goes on Ryan Sickler's podcast, Honeydew,
Great pod.
and he does a series where Joey Diaz where he just talks about his life because it's so fascinating. And, like, he was a convict, a drug dealer, a used car salesman. Now he's, like, one of the most popular comedians of all time.
Yeah.
But, like, my first life, I consider just my birth to the day I left my house. Right? Like, adolescence, going to high school, playing sports, being a kid. Then I left for the military, 7.5 years, life number 2. I would say this is life number 3, pursuing
I'd
art.
say you're right.
Never done that before.
Yeah.
And it's the brokest I've ever been, the happiest I've ever been. Hands down.
Man, it's just when you're chasing something that it's not like it. When it comes, it's going to come because, man,
Yeah.
I've seen, like, we're doing shows with people who are millionaires from comedy. Exactly. We also got
Exactly.
people who are, like this week I'm swiping the credit card, it's getting declined.
Dude,
But I got the day job and the money's coming in.
Exactly, bro. It's just crazy. Like, I thought about, like, even things have already worked out greatly, like,
So
in a
good.
very small way. But I figure, like, if things don't turn out the way I expect or want,
Yeah.
I already have not lost.
Man.
Like, it's been so fun.
No,
Yeah.
it's been the amount of
know?
people I've met, the amount of experience I've had, the amount of the newfound confidence I have. I'm not like
Yeah.
I do a thing that's on the stage. I look like a crazy person, and I'm so comfortable doing it that they're feel awkward, and I'm the one that doesn't feel awkward.
Exactly. And also, like, we're just with the funniest people in the world every night.
Dude, I have the funniest friends in the world.
Whose goal is to make you laugh. Like,
Yeah.
when we're around our friends, we're just trying to make each other laugh. There's no hate. There's no malice. We're roasting each other. It's so much fun, dude.
It's a blast.
Just hanging out in the green room and, like, doing shows. Like,
Yeah.
I see you every single night.
I know.
I see you every single night.
I've
It's
gotten
fucking
everything.
great.
I met my girlfriend through it. I met some of my
Same.
best friends.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's a good thing, but also, like, the clip art of performance. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so, like, a guy with an accordion is cooler than me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
way cooler, dude. I
you know,
love
if you
dudes
can
with accordions.
If you can rip a flute, you're cooler than me.
Yes. It's
With that being said, we absolutely have DJs in our back pocket.
Oh yeah.
If you put me, say I'm a single guy,
Yeah.
and a girl's looking on a dating app, and we have the same stats as far as looks go, height, everything, DJ, comedian, I'm feeling confident every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
DJ, I've said, that's the clip art of music.
Well, we definitely do something interesting than not. I mean, we know a lot of comedians, but
Dude, I have a buddy, and I'm
I'd
not
say
even
a
gonna,
0.5% of the world is
DJs are just so aggressive.
Yeah,
have you
they're
guys ever
always-
like been held prisoner in someone's kitchen where they do like their DJ set for you?
Yes.
I have a friend,
Yes.
and I'm not even going to talk
That's
shit about him
crazy.
because I love him so much. He's a great guy, but he's recently got into DJing and he's like addicted to it. And we went to a wedding. We're in Tahoe. Like,
Yeah.
there's casinos there. We're in a meadow for this wedding. There's so much to do. And all he's like, I asked him, hey, are you coming to the casino with us tonight? He's like, no, dude, I just want to find a place to DJ. He's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, he's
you
like,
came to a wedding.
It's like a
that'd
pyramid.
be like me, like, bro, I
scheme.
have to get on stage. I have to do.
I gotta
5
find an
minutes.
open mic.
I have to do
now.
5 minutes. Like,
These DJs.
and then like we had an Airbnb. Like he's like, hey, can we have an after party at your place? I'm like, no, we're not going back to the place that I'm going to sleep tonight. By the way, like, you know what's way better? Put on some fucking Skinnerd and don't touch it for the rest of the night. Put on Dark Side of the Moon. That's way better than these beats.
Play it in reverse and there'll be a message.
That too, yeah. Put on
seance.
Put on the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Light some candles. Get a chicken. Chop its head off.
I've said this too. I have a vinyl record player now, and it's made me an absolute music cunt because Because one, you get to listen to the music the way that the artist intended you to listen to it from start to finish. It's a story. Like, they put these songs in this order for a reason. These songs are part of this album. It was a project. It's all part of the mindset. The way we listen to music today is digital. Like, you can listen to 30 seconds on TikTok. Most of the songs you hear are from 15-minute strands on TikTok. Like, that's all the... So it's, like, so cool. And also, all the artists I like, I'll buy a record for like $1 because it has one scratch on it. Yeah. And then I'm hearing all these deep cuts that I've never heard from like Led Zeppelin and Van Halen and the Beatles. And like, that's my new favorite song.
Yeah, you discover.
You do all this research and it's like, oh, this song only made this record. You can't even get it on iTunes. It was part of a project. They lost the deal. So if you have this record, it's the only way you can hear this Beatles song. And like, shit's so fucking cool to me. The Adderall's kicking in, by the way. So
kids gearing up,
if you need to slow me down, slow me down.
No, it's fine. I do think DJing is like a... They have the same vibe as like the Pyramid Schemer, like those Vivint, like door-to-door guys.
Verve. Yeah, I bought into that, and then I got my full refund, kept one case because I thought the drink was tasty.
Yeah, you started selling snake oil or some shit.
No, it was like energy drinks, and then Vima Verve. You guys remember this? Like, you would get a car with the sticker on it.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought the pyramid scheme is how they made the pyramid, like the Great Pyramids of Giza.
They got like one guy who got a bunch of other guys to get stone blocks, and he's like, dude, if you build the stone blocks first, and
they made those guys pay for it.
And then, dude,
listen, if you buy this block,
once you get to a certain tier, we're gonna buy you a horse and a carriage. Put a sticker on it.
Yeah,
it's gonna say the pyramids.
They get well, they probably were selling them like, listen, if you buy a block, you get a spot.
You get a condo in this bitch.
We get you go to wherever the goddess of the god of.
Yeah, but I'd be more interested in owning some real estate on those pyramids.
Try and get the penthouse.
Talking about.
I can only, boys, I think you figure they've only appreciated over the years, these pyramids.
Yeah.
They're pretty important now.
They are very important, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're a portal to another universe.
I'm a firm believer that of the Graham Hancock theory, that it just proves that there was a highly advanced technological humanity at one point in life. It all got taken away. And now we're starting over, and it's going to happen again.
Yeah, I agree. They're like old telephone poles.
Yeah.
They used to provide service. Everyone was just, that's how they got their Wi-Fi back.
Yeah, what if they bounced from portal to portal, dude?
They're just like the most useless piece of technology that somehow survived. We're like, look at them, and like, dude, that was our fucking trash receptacles. Those were our dumps.
Can you look this up? Did Noah on his ark, did he have dinosaurs?
Let me see. I don't think Christians believe in dinosaurs.
Is this true?
Dinosaurs.
I have a friend Christian, and he believes in dinosaurs.
Did Noah have dinosaurs?
Well, okay, that's a weird answer. Give me a second.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, why don't they fucking believe in dinosaurs?
Because like dinosaurs are supposed to be 60 million years old, but like God created the universe like not that long ago, and Jesus was born in like 0 AD. So like
but because God bought the property, somebody else owned it before him.
God was a property brother.
Yeah. God bought it.
God was the original pyramid schemer. Really, we're all just trying to get to the top, and that's heaven. Oh Lord,
okay, so it looks like
oh Lord, let me in.
A couple years ago, they were just like, yeah, dinosaurs aren't real, but there's like so much evidence that now they're like, all right, Noah brought 50 dinosaurs on the ark, 50 specific species. There's only 50 species of dinosaurs. That's what we're saying. And dude, that's who got on the ark.
Could you imagine a couple of raptors running around in the galley? Imagine also, where are you keeping the T-Rex? For the listeners, Tony just did a spot-on T-Rex impression. So you might want to tune into the YouTube version to check that out.
Yeah, a T-Rex, man, is... Maybe I don't even believe in dinosaurs. That sounds ridiculous.
I do like the idea of naming my firstborn Tyrannosaurus Stew.
Oh my god, that's not, that. I went to school with a black kid named Tyrannosaurus.
It was really Tyreosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus. Man, raptors, I will say, resemble black people the most.
Expand.
I did just get
Defend
like
yourself.
you know like we look like
Okay.
what are white people? White people were like
Bronchiosaurus.
yeah, we're kind of like
Can you
those
pull up a bronchi, please?
the Bronchiosaurus. I think black people were like I look at NBA players sometimes. I think these guys look like raptors.
Bronchiosaurus is the giraffe of dinosaurs, so that might be black people. It's the tall one.
Raptors are fast.
Raptors
They're
also
loud.
they're like not they don't look like what they look like in the movies. Are we going Jurassic Park dinosaurs?
Well,
Oh.
they say raptors are the closest to birds.
Yeah, they're tiny and had feathers. Like here, I'll show you a real picture of like what they believe a raptor looks like now.
They're raptors.
Okay. I mean, look, you're reaching, but we might be onto something.
Yeah, they think they looked more like this and that they were small.
I gotta say, that's terrifying.
That's actually scarier. Like
Yeah.
a bunch of little one of those jumping your ass.
Oh my god, dude, that. Can I say that a dinosaur is my spirit animal? What are the
What
rules?
the fuck is that thing?
That's a raptor, dude. Could they fly? It kind of looks like a chicken. By the way, if a chicken gets in my backyard, can I shoot it? You look like you'd know that, Tony.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Nobody gives a fuck about chickens.
I got a chicken that.
What do you mean? I'm eating a chicken right now.
I got a chicken that was. You got a little peanut oil in that one too, dude.
Yeah.
They
Chickens
are
are.
doing that with the fillet.
They could have.
They could fly. Raptors could fly. That's insane.
Wow.
No way. That's sick.
Dude, you look at I watched a look. I'm a simple-minded guy, so my algorithm's all animal videos, and I watched a video of a rhino charging a safari van the other day.
Oh, that's great.
And a rhino What is the dinosaur that looks like the rhino? Pull up Land Before Time if you could. That'll make it much easier for me. I believe Ducky was the raptor,
I don't think.
and
he
Littlefoot was the Bronchiosaurus. But there's one that looks like a rhino.
Oh, the Triceratops.
There you go, Triceratops.
Yeah, this fucker on the right over here.
That's Ducky. Ducky is the raptor. Land Before Time was good. You got a favorite cartoon from the Tony? How old are you?
26.
26. Quick math. You were born in 1998.
97.
All right.
I'm
December
I'm
though.
also a 97. baby.
December.
August.
Not too far. Pretty far.
Man, my favorite movie growing up.
No. Like, let's talk about like cartoon. Were you Nickelodeon or Disney? Let's get to the basics. Let's get to the
man.
square roots and answer the question.
I was Disney all the way.
Okay.
Way too old to be watching Disney.
Yeah.
Until probably about 16.
You were watching Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Hey, me too, man. Some of those were good though. Like watching. I mean,
Wizard of Waverly Place.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Sweet Life on Deck, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Dude,
Hannah Montana.
Maddie from Sweet Life. What's that? What's that woman's name?
Shit, what is her
Ashley Tisdale?
There you go.
name? Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go. High
yeah.
School Musical. I thought I was Troy Bolton for a little
Bro.
bit. I wanted to be.
You gotta get your head in the game.
Breaking free. Come on, dude. I actually.
My
sang-
heart's in the game, but my head's in the
Me and
song.
shout out to Scott Fillmore. We sang "Breaking Free" for the anthem. at
I'm
Good Evening
breaking
News.
free.
He was Gabriella Montez. I was Troy Bolton.
Wow, did you guys
Yeah.
make out at the end?
No, he did kiss me, and it was unprompted. You know what he did with Franco on me? He pulled the James Franco on me.
What do you do?
You know how
Right
James
there?
Franco ate up that girl's pussy for like the scene, and he didn't tell her he was going to do it? Scott kissed me. He didn't say he was going to do it for the scene. He came in hot.
Fuck.
You tried to kiss me last night when we passed the mic on stage too.
Yeah, dude, Scott's a little handsy.
What's the matter? It's almost like he's gay or something.
No, he is. He is.
It's almost like he's a fucking
He is. So
fluke.
he gets the sexual harassment pass.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Fucking,
Yeah, the first time I met him, I think I was doing your show, Tony, and I kissed some dude in the front row, and then I got out, and when I passed the mic, Scott.
That wasn't
kissed me.
Tony. I was on that show.
Whose show is it? Oh, it was Scott Fillmore and Ryan's
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, it wasn't
not
mine.
yours. Yeah,
That was
sorry,
fun.
I would
Good
never
times.
have that fucking.
Good
Tony.
times.
Okay.
Did you
I had
guys,
never fucking.
did you guys watch the Adventures of Jimmy Neutron?
Oh,
Dude,
come on,
yes.
get out of town,
That
kid.
was a
Jimmy
good
Timmy
one.
Power Hour.
Brain blast. Oh, dude, that one fucked
Hey.
me up when Timmy entered the
Hey, Mrs.
Fairly Odd Parents
the
universe.
Neutron.
Who's
yeah.
Jimmy's mom? That bitch could get it.
Mrs. Neutron.
Mrs. Neutron.
Yeah, she was hot.
Hey, bitch, let me put this neutron, or let me put this protron in your pussy. Oh wait, she looks terrible.
No,
she's pretty
she
good.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She looks pretty good.
She's got some good dick sucking lip and eyes.
Show a little respect though, huh? I mean,
Look
she's
at that
a-
mole too.
I like the mole. They
I
knew what
like
they were
that
doing with the
mole.
mole. Dexter's mom was hot. You remember Dexter
Golly, she
Laboratory?
looks like she could swallow a cock.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
I don't like what you're doing here.
Uh,
Uh,
it's a cartoon. And she's of age. Whoa.
Yeah, thick hips.
Damn, shawty.
Elastigirl. Oh, dude.
Oh, my God. Look at those eyes.
You
She's
know-
looking up at you, while she's doing it.
You know who was a babe? Was Lilo's sister, Nani.
Oh, dude. Every single girl in a Disney movie, phenomenal.
Yeah, they're a bit perverted over there.
They are. They sexualize the fuck out of these things.
Dude, so I got a snowboarding trip next week, Tony. I'm gonna be gone for 4 days. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be seeing me a little bit.
No, I'll be good, man.
Are you
I don't know
gonna
who's
get
going to
nervous?
host all these shows.
I've just been taking you under my wing hard.
I
dude.
know, you really
I feel like
have.
I've been
You've been
protecting
taking
you on these
chances on me.
streets. I've been taking chances on
Yeah.
you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm going to Flagstaff, Arizona.
You were talking John
Very
about that.
stoked. I upgraded my ticket to first class for $48. Come to find out, the flight. It's on the second flight. It's a 30-minute flight.
Oh no!
I don't even think I'll have time to have a beer.
Yeah, sometimes on those 30-minute flights, they just go like,
Drink
"We're
card.
not doing drink service." Sorry.
So I think your boy paid $40 for a little knee room for a little bit, but
That's good.
now I will say, and I've said this on
I've
here,
never
but
flown up
I've never
front.
said it to you, Tone, and I'll say it here. The last flight I was on was first class, home from Tahoe.
How much you paid for that?
It was I upgraded each ticket for $100. It was 2 different flights. They were smaller planes. We sat in front. As soon as you sit down, they give you a drink.
Wow.
They bring you out a drink. I ordered an IPA. I chugged it. Because like what they do is when we're about to take off, they'll take the drink back from you. And all the rich folk who belonged in first class, they just handed their drink back. Me and my girlfriend dropped to a fucking knee and started chugging. And the lady's like, "Sir, we'll bring you more." And I'm like, "I know." And you will.
Yeah.
And you will bring me
Yeah,
more.
you're right. You will.
And then on the second,
Air peasant.
we had about an hour and 15 minutes of a layover in the great Phoenix Sky Harbor. And isn't that a cool name for an airport?
Phoenix Sky Hub.
The Sky Harbor.
Sky Harbor.
I just threw a little Boston to
Wow.
Sky
Sounds
Harbor.
like a superhero
The Sky Harbor.
like hangout spot.
Yeah, I just picture them like docking up. There's like
Yeah.
throwing ropes over, like
Yeah.
tying it to the wing. Yeah,
I
just
picture like a station floating in the sky.
oh, dude, when you're out on the lake and someone throws you the rope and you pull in the boat, you feel like fucking Hercules.
Oh, you do.
It's amazing.
You
dude.
feel cool as fuck when you knot it up.
The
and
current's
tie it.
clearly in your favor.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
wind's
yeah.
blowing towards you, and you're
And
just
anything on the water is easy to pull.
yeah, when you get to work the ropes, that's
Yeah.
one of those moves. Like always, because you do nothing, but it looks like you're doing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Work the ropes. Get me back on track.
You were talking about how you're flying first class to Flagstaff.
This is a very important reason why we brought you in.
Okay.
Is to keep me on track. So keep
Oh,
that
okay,
in
okay,
mind.
all right, all right.
But so on this, we had a layover where I consumed 2 margaritas
Yeah.
and some fajitas. And then we get back on the plane.
Are you freaking serious?
We get back on the second plane. Same thing. Chug my IPA. Order a Bloody Mary. I'm just mixing. And then I get a red wine. Go to the bathroom. Throw up. The flight attendant hears me. A big burly gay man.
Yeah.
I get out of the bathroom. Greets me with a cup of coffee.
Wow.
He said, "Sit down, child."
Dude, first class is nice. If you
He
were
came
in the
and
back,
fanned me off.
they
That's a
would've-
lie. There was no fan. He just blew in my ear. But
man,
it was very nice.
if you were in the back of the plane, they would have just opened the hatchet and thrown you out.
Back of the plane, you just throw up and stay in your seat.
Yeah.
You know, you just throw up on your lap.
Yeah, sit there and shut up, poor
yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, it's like if your lap is full, puke on the lap next to you.
Yeah. Now, what were you flying? Because I've only flown Frontier and Spirit, and that's like the Greyhound in
God
the sky.
bless your soul.
Jesus, dude. You
That's
might
all
as-
I fly.
you might
I
as-
like. I
Let's
love
get a
Frontier.
GoFundMe going. Get Tony on a real
You might as well
plane.
just put a saddle on a fucking condor.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Frontier and Spirit are real planes.
No.
It's one of those things where like Spirit definitely gets a shittier. It's a shitty airline. It's not as dog shit as people
Dude,
make it out
Spirit's
to
the
be.
only plane I've seen with a sail on it, just in case the engine fails. It's like we're just gonna coast in,
We'll
boys.
go wind
They got an
power.
Yeah.
old man running on a hamster wheel.
We still use blimps, but
Yeah.
besides that,
They just have the flight attendants in the back with blow dryers, dude, just fucking blowing it out the back. But this was on American. Delta, I'm gonna tell you, you don't need to. Delta, every seat's first class.
Really?
Delta, you fly like a pharaoh.
I'll take Adam Ray put me on a Delta flight. I
Of
will
course
say
he
that.
did, dude. He's a fucking.
And it had the GPS thing where it shows you where it's flying.
That's so sick.
And it the DVDs.
Listen, Adam
free
Ray's one of
movies.
the hottest acts in comedy. Of course, he flew you on Delta.
Dude, that boy was, and he put me in a nice hotel, literally a walking distance from the club.
Yeah, dude, he's a sweetheart.
I didn't have to pay for a thing. That it was incredible.
He Delta, you walk in, they have the humidifiers pumping, dude. You see like the smoke. They got the blue lights on. Every seat has a screen in front of it, and you get to watch whatever you want.
What the fuck is that shit?
Biscoff cookies, humidifier. They're just adding moisture to the air so it's not dry in there. I have one in my house. It's very nice. It makes I have it next to a plant. I walk in, the whole house looks like a rainforest. It's thick in my house. It's nice.
What's good for you? Better breathing?
Better. I don't know about the breathing, but it's good for the skin. Your boy gets chappy knuckles in the wintertime, and for whatever reason, my scrotum gets real dry.
Man, I have the hands of a 68-year-old construction worker right now.
You do.
It's bad. I need to get that lotion on there. It's because they're so dry. It's getting dirt in the crevices, and it won't come. My hands have been washed 6 times today. This doesn't come out.
Those don't look like hands that could tender a lady.
Boys, I've been having this problem.
Sorry,
I've been shaking dudes' hands, and like I'd say 50% of the time. So 1 every 2 times I shake a dude's hand, and they go,
A little wet.
Jesus Christ, your hands are so soft.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
embarrassing.
shit.
It's called being a bitch.
Yeah.
I shake people's hands sometimes, and I'll be like, God, these dishpan hands.
Dude, you know what's crazy? None of the audio for Tony's mic recorded this entire podcast. I just lost it all with my bitch.
Mr.
hands.
Insecurity over here. Listen, I will say that when I first started comedy, I used to shake people's hands, and they go, my God, what have you been jerking off an alligator? And I'll say, what have you been washing dishes all day like a Vietnamese woman? You know, these hands are just soft. They're made to touch silk and stroke cocks at a parlor. Like some of these people got to work with their hands a little bit. I know Matty's. I can see your hands. They got old people hands.
Old people?
Well, not old, but you got little league hands. You'll fucking
Dude, I've got like arthritic hands. Like
Yeah.
if it gets a little too cold, your boy will lock up and I'll get a little claw.
Okay.
I imagine my grandmother. The only memory I have of her is her shriveled up little. Like I remember touching her hand one time, and her skin was like, it was like a.
You ever shake an old person's hand too hard?
Crazy.
Like
I feel like crumpled.
Dude,
The skin is falling off.
I shook my buddy's grandfather's hand once. Shout out to Papa Como, and I gripped it too hard and felt me like I disaligned his knuckles. Like I could fucking feel that I
Dude.
rearranged his hand.
Yeah, it was like I remember, and it's cold.
Old people, can I just say, are grotesque.
Yeah.
Disgusting to me. Disgusting.
You want to know
me.
what the grossest thing on an old person is?
Their racism.
I was
That's
testing.
pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
That's
you're
pretty
right.
gross.
But the second is their genitalia.
They're old.
Yeah, I
silky
tend to deal with them clothed.
Have you ever? I don't know if I've never.
I did walk in
seen
on Grammy taking a sponge bath once.
I've been to a 24-hour fitness.
I
gym.
wonder what.
Oh,
what
so
a
Asians.
vagina looks like.
Old dudes, but just old dudes in general just walk around naked in those locker rooms.
Oh,
Yeah. And
they
they're the
have
ones
no-
that should be covering up, which is crazy. Like you should be embarrassed of your shriveled little raisin
Tiniest
penis.
dicks, biggest balls I've ever seen.
They don't care.
Yeah,
I want that confidence too.
dude,
Because they almost want you to look at it. They're like, look at it.
they're
Yeah.
like, this little pecker survived guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, this
Show it
thing-
some
this thing's-
salute my dick, boy.
This thing's got Nazi bullets in it.
Yeah, this penis has its Nazi scalps.
This thing did 2 tours an hour.
Wait, did you just say that a Nazi soldier gave you head? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's
I got my Nazi scalps.
my Nazi scalps?
Gosh, dude, the bear Jew.
Golly.
Yeah, that's what an
bear Jew.
iconic scene.
Dude, I watched that with my father, and he was like, "We don't like the Nazis, son." I remember him teaching me that, and I'm like, "Dad,
No
I'm
shit.
15. I know."
Yeah,
you,
I have
you
Call
don't.
of Duty,
You
asshole.
don't need to tell me now.
You want to know something fucked up that like me being a dumb kid and ignorant and not knowing anything? I remember when I first saw the swastika, and I, for some reason, just got enamored with it. And I was at Macaroni Grill. I don't know if they have that restaurant where you guys are from.
Yeah.
Do they? Okay. You know how they put the sheet out on the paper? I was with just me and my dad, and I had the crayons out, and I started drawing the swastika on the table. And he takes me aside. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Dad, I don't know how to explain this to you. I love symmetry.
Yes, that's all it was. And at the time, now knowing
It's
what
just
I know,
like that
that's crazy.
S that everybody would make.
Yes,
that was probably like
I
a
still
gang
do
sign.
that.
Yeah,
I still do that, and it's just I don't know.
dude. So you know what a pot sticker is?
Like the
Like
food?
a dumpling? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
the
I
pot
went to a
stickers.
place, I forgot, maybe in Los Angeles, and it was just pot stickers. And they had one, and they were like different like nations, like flavored, like the Asian one, the Southwest one, all that stuff. And they had one that was German, and it had like schnitzel or whatever in them, and it was called the Swaz sticker.
Oh my god,
Dude, and you got to tip your hat to that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, but they were making a pun on purpose?
Pot sticker, swastika, yeah, but it was like swastika or whatever.
Jesus
and
Christ.
it was the German one.
I like that.
Kind of like it.
You know, probably not great.
Little play on words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
it's
not too
another
bad.
one too. My friend worked at like a Jewish like bread or bakery,
Yeah.
and they, you know, they have challah.
Yeah.
Challah bread.
Yeah.
One guy kept going, "How much does the challah cost?
Yeah.
How much does that challah cost?"
This is a Big J bit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, Big J, he did it at the roast for Holly, for the roast on Louis J. Gomez. But the joke was like, he was talking about the challah bread, and he bought challah bread for $1.50, and then he came back the next day and saw it was only $1, and he was like, "How come this one it costs less?" And he's like, "The first Holocaust was bullshit," something like that. I fucked it up.
Yeah.
But
No,
what-
it's fine.
what are
I
you gonna
fucked it
do?
up
How's
too.
your cold chicken sandwich?
It's
dude?
pretty good, man. I'm sorry for the people who've been listening. I've been eating. I literally just got off work.
It's not been bad. I've been ready
literally-
to put down timestamps if you sounded bad
I've
eating.
also been pushing it away, man. This is so feels so legit, right here.
Yeah.
Get the cock right, that black cock right in my fucking mouth.
How much longer should we go on this one, Brandon?
Yeah,
We have 6 minutes left to record. We're at
Let's run her,
we're
dude.
at like 45 after cuts.
That went kind of quick. I feel like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it
I
flew
feel like
by.
we talked about 3 things.
It was a quick one. This is a little warm up, dude. We
What
got a
a-
nice podcast coming up after
Can,
this. We got some guests coming in here.
Oh, we got some great guests coming.
Well, I
some
think
great
actually
guests.
what's funny is this one will come out after the good guests come on because this is
Yeah.
like going to be our backlog episode.
Yeah,
Man,
let's
I'm
see
glad
what
we talked
backlog.
about Philly because we got them Philly boys coming in. So
We got them
Yeah.
Philly boys coming in, man. It's gonna be a good one.
how's stand up been treating you guys lately?
Life's fun, man.
Yeah,
You're seeing it.
it's great, dude.
Literally, again, you and I
Yeah.
live the same life, dude. We
Oh
do
my
the same
God, I
thing
know.
every
It's
night.
funny because I feel like I'm like on just I'm like we're like riding the same bus to the same place, but I'm on like the B bus and you guys are on like the A bus, like or not even like
Really?
letter Y, but just not like A and B. And that was a bad comparison.
Okay.
Well, I'm on,
No,
the
I
red
like
line and
I
you're
like
on
that
the-
comparison.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
roll
a
with
fan
that.
of that one.
We're on the A bus.
You're on
we're
the
right.
blue line. You know,
You're
red
right,
line
yeah.
and blue line. Just because it's like you guys work at Sunset, you're always at Sunset. I'm kind of always here at Creek in East Austin, and then
Right.
like Wednesdays you're normally at East Austin. I'm up in Round Rock running a show. Thursday nights you guys are at Sunset. I'm here running a show.
Saturday nights, I'm headlining at the Mothership.
Yeah.
Friday nights, I'm usually at Paramount. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Moody.
tough.
Sometimes we do
A
Moody.
lot of the times I'm in Beijing for the weekend.
Yeah.
comedy's
So-
good though.
That's the cool thing with comedy is like I'm starting to realize is like I see all these people doing shows. I'm like, oh, I got to hit him up, and it's like, no, man, I have to start forging my own path because you have to. It all relies
Blaze a
on you.
trail,
You
Tonto.
gotta do your own
Blaze a
shit.
trail, Tonto.
Yeah. And-
Yeah, you gotta just like look at yourself and see like is Tony Wellens getting better at stand up? Is he
Yeah.
working hard? And then that's success right there.
I
And
truly feel, oh, dude, this is so exciting. I'm so excited about this. I hit up Pat Barker, the commissioner of Roast Battle League.
yeah.
I'm doing my first spot at the Comedy Store.
Oh hell yeah,
I think later
Nice.
this year.
Nice.
I'm
That's
fucking pumped
huge,
about
dude.
that.
that's great. Are
huge.
you gonna do
A roast battle.
roast battle?
Yeah.
You should see too about they need people. There's people who cold open that show too in the belly room,
Okay.
and you hit up Brian Moses for that. And then you can cold open the
I also want to try to hit up other people, man. Try to get some spots just at the store or something. Laugh
Yeah,
Factory.
Let me know because I know a bunch of people in LA,
All right.
so I'll send them your way. Yeah,
LA, baby.
Yeah, Tony's going to be roasting at the Comedy Mother Store. Yeah, at
The
the Comedy
Comedy-
Mother Store.
Comedy Mothers.
At the Comedy
Comedy
Store.
Mother Store.
It's going to
Yeah.
be good. It's going to be fun. In the words of our 45th president, it's going to be itch.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be itch.
Stand up's good for you, Matthew.
Stand-up's good, man. Things have been fun. Same old thing.
Yeah.
Grinding.
Yeah.
One step at a time. I heard Bill Burr say something recently that really resonated with me. This was actually on Adam Ray's podcast where he was talking about like Adam's like, what was the moment where you realized that like you had just significantly leveled up to like what you are today? And he's like, there was no like everything I got. I knew that every step was going to be one step at a time for me. Like I wasn't going to be the guy that got the huge pop early on and got, you know, like you have your Cam Pattersons of the world. Then you have your Hans Kims, who was open micer for 9 years before he got killed, Tony. And I just see myself as a guy that's going to be one step at a time.
It's kinda how I
I'd
feel.
rather be one step at a time, man. Because if I look at Cam,
It's longevity. Well, Cam's got it, though. Cam's a special, like, he's not just a shooting star. Cam's here to stay.
I need to be more responsible. Because if I had the power he had, dude, listen, none of you guys would be my friends. I'd
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
abusing
You'd be
the
a
shit out-
monster.
I'd be a monster.
That's what I'm saying. Cam is the
People
most
would hate
humble
me.
guy.
Yeah.
It couldn't have happened to a better
yeah.
person.
I don't want to get famous for a while. You
No.
know, or not even
I
famous.
don't even want to get famous.
I just want to make enough money to do road shows.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. And those guys make great money doing, like, you could ask the average person, do you know who Mark Norm is? They go, no. But he sells out. I mean, maybe now a lot more people know him, but, like, still.
My mom, my dad, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, none of them know who Mark Norman is.
Well,
Exactly.
An even better example is Sebastian Maniscalco. Like,
he's
I was
huge,
talking
yeah.
to my parents, who is his clientele, don't know who he is.
Yeah.
And he is like breaking records for selling out Madison Square Garden. He does nothing but arenas. His specials are all in arenas and big theaters.
Yeah.
And he makes so much money and he's so successful. He's in movies with De Niro and Seinfeld, but he can go to Walmart and no one would know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
It's crazy.
There's also
That's exactly where you want to
There's
be.
a
Joe
lot of-
Coy is the same way.
there's
I'm
a
not
lot
a
of
Joe
people-
Coy guy.
yeah.
But it's the same thing. Like,
he sold out 17 shows in a row in Hawaii, but again,
Yeah.
like he's not.
Crazy.
My parents aren't gonna recognize Joe Coy.
no.
Most people aren't unless you're like a fan. And there's also like there's so many people that we don't know that it's like obviously you wanna sell tickets, you wanna have a fan base, that's the goal. But there's so many guys that are like 3 of the 4 weekends I go on the road. They have to normally paper the room, but I make $4 to $5 grand a month. Like that's
Yeah.
totally a living wage that you can put money away.
Yeah.
If you have a partner too, combined incomes, that's great living.
Yep.
And like no one knows them. We don't even know them, and we're big comedy fans. There's a lot of levels of success. in
Man,
this.
Are You Garbage is on the small, like,
Yeah.
they don't even have a huge, like, they have a nice cult following, and they sell at comedy clubs wherever they go, doing small theaters now. Like, that's
Yeah.
like, man,
They were one of the guys that like their podcast drove their success in comedy. A lot
their
of the
podcast
times,
is so good.
a lot of the times it's your comedy is what makes people come see your podcast.
Right.
But we're in an era where I've discovered a lot of comedians through podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little different now. I feel like before
yeah.
you would find a comedian and be like, oh, I'm a fan. And then it's like, what's this podcast thing he does? Let me check it out.
That's why I'm so excited about this, dude.
Yeah, dude,
And the guests we got coming up are,
Yeah, we gotta, dude. It's gonna be a fun
my
thing. Let's wrap this one up because I do gotta pee.
I got to
Yeah,
piss
same.
too.
This episode, we don't really know when it's going to come out. This will be a backlog, so we got nothing to plug for this. Stay,
Shit,
you know,
I mean,
just know Tony will be on the road with Cat Williams, and so look out for that.
yep. Love you guys. Follow us on the Instagram, TikTok.
Woof woof, Captain's Dogs. All
Woof.
right.